Good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. Manchester United taking on Nottingham Forest here today. Love me, say that you love me. Manchester United against Nottingham Forest. There's a few players injured for Manchester United, so it's, well, at the back anyway. We'll have to wait and see what they do further up the field. But how are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? A victory today doesn't really move them in terms of positions, but it gets them closer. It gets them closer. They're only a point ahead of Liverpool. 3 points today gets them 1 point behind Tottenham with 2 games in hand. Sorry, a game in hand, should I say. A game in hand. Man City play Leeds tomorrow. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Football pundits around the world. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from? Who do we support? Let me know in the chat. Are we Manchester United fans? Are we Nottingham Forest fans by any chance? Or are we just fans of football? It's a rainy day over in Manchester. I'd be very surprised to see how many Nottingham Forest fans made their way to Manchester with the train strikes going on. We'll have to wait to see what happens. Evra on the side. Stuart Pearce is there as well. There's a few people there. But how are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from and who do we support? We just watched Chelsea beat Bournemouth 2-0 with ease. It was with ease, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I've seen an easier game in my life. Bournemouth, absolutely shocking. Manager may have got it wrong there. Michael Owen is on the sideline as well. We'll have to wait and see what team turns up today. Manchester United playing with Luke Shaw at centre-back today. Just having a look at these Marcus Rashford highlights here. Assists and goals. Let's have a look at this one. Ericsson threads the pass into Bruno, who sees Rashford make the run in behind. I don't even know who that's against. Who's that against? I can't make out any of the players. Let's see. Oh, it's Arsenal. This is Arsenal, I think. Ben White, Ramsdale. Yeah, I think that's Arsenal. I think that's Arsenal. And then this one is West Ham United. That's where he scored a header, and he doesn't really score headers, Marcus Rashford, but he has been working with Benny McCarthy, apparently. He's been working with Benny McCarthy. Benny McCarthy is the one that's... How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we Manchester United fans? Are we Nottingham Forest fans? Are we just fans of football? Don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. This is a platform for all football fans around the world to come together and talk football. We have one final game today, and then we finish this Premier League restart tomorrow where we have Manchester City taking on Leeds. Let's see what the games are this weekend. Premier League. Let's see what the games are this weekend. So fixtures. Right, so this weekend we have Aston Villa against Arsenal on No, that's not right. That's far too early. So we have Friday we have West Ham against Brentford and Liverpool against Leicester. Brendan Rodgers returns to Anfield. Saturday we have Wolves against Manchester United. And then Brighton against Arsenal. So there'll be a couple of games on Saturday. Sunday we're on full day. Sunday we've got Spurs against Villa, Nottingham Forest against Chelsea. Monday we have Brentford against Liverpool. So that'll be one for Monday next week. Tuesday next week we have Arsenal against Newcastle. Live on Sky Sports. So we'll have the commentary here on Card Sports Football. Let's see. Wednesday we have Crystal Palace Spurs on TV. Palace will want to bounce back after their defeat to Fulham, but 2 men are injured, so they'll be struggling that game. Thursday we have Chelsea against City. That's a big one. Thursday we have Chelsea against City. And that's pretty much it for the next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. But how we all doing? What do we think of the Premier League so far? What do we think of the return now that we've had the World Cup and we've had majority of the games played? We had uh, 4, 5, 6, 7 played on Monday. We've got 2 today, 1 tomorrow. Luke Shaw playing centre back for Manchester United today. Malacia left back. Varane and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. No Diego Dalot. No Harry Maguire. No Victor Lindelof. Obviously, Lisandro Martinez is still over in Argentina. I'm assuming he might be back for the next games, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, we get a victory today. Manchester United will want to move closer to the in the race of top four. They won't want to look back. Liverpool are a point behind them as it stands, but a victory today puts them a point behind Tottenham Hotspurs with a game in hand. What does a victory do for Nottingham Forest? Let's see what it does for Nottingham Forest. 1 second. Nottingham Forest, a victory today puts them into 15th. That's how close it is down the bottom. A victory today puts them into 15th, ladies and gentlemen. Rafael Varane playing centre back today. Ahead of Harry Maguire, no Victor Lindelof, who's ill. Let's see what Manchester United can do here on Cal Sports Football. Manchester United at home against Nottingham Forest. This is Sparta. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. A new era begins. Is it still raining outside? Looks like it. What is this advert? What is this advert, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing anyway? Welcome to the stream. Just waiting for the players to come out here on Cal Sports Football. 7 minutes to go. Having to wait here when the players come out. Tomorrow, tomorrow. 5 minutes until kickoff here on Couch Sports Football. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's transition over to the match here on Couch Sports Football. Manchester United against Nottingham Forest here in a rainy Manchester. That's definitely for sure. Interesting. 828. Interesting. Let's transition over. What's this? Oh, get ultra. Let's put that there. There we go. Manchester United. Oh, I can update that now. I just realised. Right, Manchester United, De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Luke Shaw, and Tyrell Malacia make the back four. Luke Shaw in, Harry Maguire on the bench, no Lisandro Martinez and no Victor Lindelof. Casemiro and Christian Eriksen in midfield. Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford attacking with Anthony Martial making his way into the starting 11. It's a 4-2-3-1, but we'll wait to see what this back four can do. Manchester United's bench: Maguire, Fred, Williams, Van der Beek, Ilanga Garnacho, Iqbal, and Bennett. What can Manchester United do today? Nottingham Forest play Wayne Hennessy in goal. Serge Aurier, Worrell, Bowley, and Lodi, the back four. A midfield three of Ryan Wright, Remo Freuler, and Mangala. And Brennan Johnson, Awoniyi, and Jesse Lingard makes his return to Old Trafford. 4-3-3, ladies and gentlemen. Brennan Johnson and Lingard. Nico Williams on the bench. Surprised he's not playing. Aurier plays ahead of him. You're telling me the spider camera doesn't have a wipe for the lens? That camera is shocking. Is it a spider camera or is it just a drone? I think it's a drone. Here we go as the players pay their respects to George Cohen, who passed away. One of the members of the team, should I say, that won the World Cup with England in 1966. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The players get ready here. Malacia. He won't be happy with this one. Eric Ten Hag there. Anthony Taylor is the referee here for this game, Manchester United against Nottingham Forest. I think I'll make that a bit bigger. I think that's better. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. Here we go. Manchester United shooting from left to right. Nottingham Forest shooting from right to left here on Car Sports Football. Manchester United will start the game off with here with Bruno Fernandes. And now we have the penultimate game of the restart in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. And it's Manchester United to start off. Luke Shaw playing centre-back today. Let's see how that works out. Wan-Bissaka in the team. Christian Eriksen on the centre circle. Backwards to Rafael Varane, who out of necessities in the starting 11, he would have preferred to play Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. But Harry Maguire is ill. Victor Lindelof is ill. Obviously, Martinez is at the celebrations for Argentina. Here we go with Wan-Bissaka. Goes backwards to Rafael Varane here on this left-hand side. Goes out wide to Anthony. Anthony first time into Casemiro. Back heel to Anthony Martial. Intercepted there by Nottingham Forest, who feeds the ball over the top to Brennan Johnson, but it's into the path of David De Gea, and he'll just hold on to it. You can see it's absolutely lashing it down over at Old Trafford. Nottingham Forest nil, Manchester United nil here at Old Trafford. Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the ball, goes backwards to Rafael Varane. Into Luke Shaw. Rashford makes it off the ball, and if they can find them, but it's headed away by Serge Aurier, who's responsible for that battle against Rashford. Aaron Wan-Bissaka here loses the ball to Casemiro. Can't find Anthony, who slips. And it falls to Nottingham Forest, who go out wide there to Serge Aurier. 1-1 against Malacia. Is that a few games, Malacia, where he struggled, a few games where he's performed well? See what kind of a performance he gets today with Serge Aurier down that right side for Nottingham Forest. Lays it in towards Jesse Lingard. Yates intercepted there by Rashford, but he manages to find his way to Serge Aurier, who puts the ball into the box. Luke Shaw wins the header. Casemiro there. Eriksen flicks it into the path of Lodi, and he goes all the way back to Bolly on the right side, who goes all the way back to the keeper. Hennessy with a kick out from the back, flicked on by Serge Aurier into the path of Luke Shaw. He can't find Rashford. Eriksen cramping the ball under control, but Malacia controls it, and it's Rafael Varane on the ball here on the left-hand side. Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Can't get away from Morales. It falls to Casemiro. Out to Luke Shaw. Malacia. Backwards to Eriksen here on the ball now. Into Luke Shaw. To Malacia. Into Rashford. First time into Eriksen. Eriksen sprays it in towards Bruno Fernandes. He leads it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka tries to feed it across the middle, but it's blocked there by Mangala, I think. And Nottingham Forest will come away with the ball. Rafael Varane will charge this, but it goes all the way back to the keeper on the left-hand side. David De Gea on the ball here on Car Sports Football. Manchester United nil, Nottingham Forest nil here. Luke Shaw into Malacia, goes backwards to Shaw. Casemiro now on the ball here for Manchester United, the Brazilian. Luke Shaw into Malacia. Malacia out to the left-hand side finds Christian Eriksen. Malacia makes another ball, so does Rashford. Eriksen holds on to it, and he goes backwards to Luke Shaw on the halfway line. Into Casemiro. Casemiro has time to turn, switches it out to Malacia down the left-hand side. He's got Rashford, Martial, Bruno making the run into the box. He puts the ball across the 6-yard box, but it's cleared away by Nottingham Forest. Into the path of I think it's Johnson down that left hand side, but it's intercepted. A ball point to the box, but Manchester United can't get in the end of it. It's cleared away by Nottingham Forest into Brennan Johnson down that right hand side. He can't keep it in play. Goes out from Manchester United throwing. 4 minutes into the game, Manchester United nil, Nottingham Forest nil. Here on Card Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Where you're all from and who do you support? Anthony on the ball here down the shine side. Holds on to it, goes backwards to Rafael Varane on the halfway line, into Christian Eriksen on the centre circle, running away from Lingard. Bruno leaves it, falls to Anthony, into Eriksen. Eriksen has Wan-Bissaka to his right, he goes towards him, puts it towards the back post. Rashford under control, right foot, gets away from the defender, takes the shot, it's blocked. It comes out to Malacia, first time shot, saved by the keeper. And it goes out for a throwing on the right side for Manchester United. Manchester United applying pressure here in the first 5 minutes of the game. Rashford just going to get his shot off. Malacia gets his shot off, but it's blocked off the post and is cleared away for a throwing down that left-hand side for Manchester United. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Rafael Varane on the ball here. Still going. Yes, I'm still going. Manchester United against Nottingham Forest here. Ball over the top towards Brennan Johnson. Jesse Lingard's in behind here. Can he get the head of Rafael Varane? No, he can't. Luke Shaw is there. And it comes off Brennan Johnson's midriff. And it goes out for... Oh, come on, ref. He's off the pitch. Get him in. The hype is unreal. Caloric there in the chat. He was off the pitch. Now he comes onto the pitch. Get him off the pitch. Six minutes into the game. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Steve Cooper, the Nottingham Forest manager, signing a long contract with speculation that he might be getting sacked. So that shows he's been given the reins by the owner. Luke Shaw now with the ball on the centre circle here, bringing it forward for Manchester United. Backwards to Rafael Varane. Varane has Casemiro through the middle. And he goes in towards Martial, but he can't find the pass. And it goes all the way back to the keeper. Lodi goes all the way back to the keeper. Hennessy, who just clears it down the line, high up into the air. Luke Shaw wins the header. It goes into Yates. Aurier goes backwards to Warren. Mangala there, brought down, free kick. Nottingham Forest on the halfway line. Bolly. Goes over the top towards Brennan Johnson. Luke Shaw wins the header. Malacia now, holding on to it. Into Casemiro, who goes backwards to Luke Shaw here, down this left-hand side. Casemiro. Into Rafael Varane. Bringing the ball forward here for Manchester United into the Nottingham Forest half. He squares it to Luke Shaw in the centre circle. In towards Christian Eriksen. Returns it back to Shaw. Eriksen. Into Varane. On this left-hand side. Bringing it forward. Out wide here. Towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. In towards Anthony. But he loses the ball there. Goes out for a Manchester United throwing. Aaron Wan-Bissaka to take it. Anthony. Probably the first experience of the England weather, should I say. Absolutely chucking it down. Shaw on the centre circle. Leaves it to Christian Eriksen, bringing the ball forward in towards Martial. Casemiro can't keep the ball under control. Intercepted there by Nottingham Forest. It's Mangala into Jesse Lingard. Mangala gets away from Casemiro, goes backwards to Bolly. Returns it back to Mangala. Holding on to the ball here on the centre circle. Aurier makes a run off the ball. He tries to feed into Brennan Johnson, but it's behind him. And it falls to Luke Shaw here on this left-hand side, 9 minutes into the game. Manchester United 0. Nottingham Forest 0 here. Christian Eriksen with a ball over the top towards Marcus Rashford. Worrell is there to intercept. It falls to Yates. Over the top there towards Awaniyi, but it's intercepted. Here we go with Malacia. Into Bruno. Bruno turns, goes backwards to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Rafael Varane here on the left-hand side, out wide towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. On the touchline, in towards Anthony. Anthony holds the ball up here. Threads it into Casemiro. Intercepted. It falls to Anthony now on the ball. Marcus Rashford down the left-hand side. Malacia's making the run behind, but it goes in towards Anthony. But Martial, but it's intercepted there by Aurier, and he finds Lingard out to Owaniyi, but Rafael Varane is positioned well, and Casemiro now has the ball here. Luke Shaw on the ball here on this left-hand side. Goes short to Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen now. Backwards to Rafael Varane, 10 minutes into the game. Manchester United 0, Nottingham Forest 0 here. And Wan-Bissaka to run with the ball forward in towards Bruno Fernandes, over the top towards Wan-Bissaka, but the ball's cleared away by Lodi. Nottingham Forest will now come away with it with Awaniyi, but it goes out for a Nottingham Forest throwing. Do the fans not get wet in the stadium? It doesn't look like it. Lodi to take a throwing here for Nottingham Forest. Looks like it's going to be a short one. In towards Freuler. Switches it out wide to Sergio Aurier, who's got space to bring the ball forward. Malacia will come over to cover. Christian Eriksen is also there. He goes into the middle towards Jesse Lingard. Out wide to Brennan Johnson. He holds the ball up here. 1-on-1 against Malacia. Turns it back on him. Goes into Sergio Aurier, and he goes backwards here to Worrell. Bolly on the halfway line. Out to the left-hand side towards Mangala. Returns it back to Bolly. In towards Lodi. Awaniyi makes a running behind. So does Jesse Lingard, but it's over hit by Lodi, and it's Lingard now. It's Manchester United. Love, let's go Manchester United. Aquax there in the chat. How you doing, Aquax? Welcome to the stream. It looks like you're a Manchester United fan. How long have you been supporting Manchester United? And who's your favourite Manchester United player of all time? Nottingham Forest now to start the game back off here with Yates. Goes backwards to Bolly on the shine side. Bolly into Mangala. Returns it back to Bolly here. Bringing the ball forward. In towards Jesse Lingard coming deep. Brennan Johnson makes a running behind, but Rafael Varane is there. And he falls to Casemiro. And he feeds the ball over the top there towards Bruno Fernandes. But it's intercepted by Bolly. Lodi picks up the loose ball. Out to the left-hand side is Jesse Lingard now coming deep. In towards Mangala. Mangala. Into Yates. Aurier makes a running behind. Yates holds onto it here. Tries to go around the defenders and he gets ahead of them. But it's good defending there by Malacia, and it goes out for a corner. Corner here for Nottingham Forest. 13 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 0, Nottingham Forest 0. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you all. Since 2012, my favourite player is Cristiano Ronaldo or Wayne Rooney. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Here we go with a corner for Nottingham Forest down that right side. Whipped in with the right boot, but it's headed away by Malacia, and it falls to Anthony, and it's the break on Rashford. Runs here onto this right side. Bruno Fernandes is there also. Anthony bringing the ball forward. He slips. He manages to switch it out wide, but it's behind everyone. I'm French, so I like Martial. Rashford into Varane. Christian Eriksen on the ball. Goes short to Malacia. Anthony's free down that left-hand side if he can find it, but Malacia will switch it out wide here towards Rashford. Rashford 1-1 against the defender. Wan-Bissaka makes it running behind, and he gets there across the 6-yard box. Can Martial get there? No, he can't. It's cleared away. I've been a Manchester United fan ever since I was young. My favourite is David Beckham is the reason why I'm a Manchester United fan. But being French, you'll also appreciate Blanc and Evra for Manchester United. Here we go, Bruno Fernandes in towards Casemiro and Christian Eriksen. Anthony asks it deep. Tries the back heel to Malacia, but it's intercepted, and Casemiro does well to win the ball back, and Christian Eriksen finds Anthony. Wan-Bissaka's free down the shy side, and he goes towards him. Wan-Bissaka against Lodi. Lodi does well to win the ball. Rashford wins it back here. 1-on-1 against the defender. Into Bruno Fernandes first time into Casemiro. Christian Eriksen on the ball. Bringing the ball forward. Left foot shot blocked. It falls to Casemiro. Goes backwards to Luke Shaw now on the ball. Over the top towards Bruno Fernandes, but it's intercepted there by Serge Aurier. And Mangala has it now for Nottingham Forest. Backwards to Hennessy. Hennessy, left foot over the top. But it's cleared down. It goes out for a throwing for Manchester United. 15 minutes into the game, Manchester United 0, Nottingham Forest 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Just so you know, guys, my name's Adam here, bringing you the commentary for Premier League. We do have another game tomorrow. Manchester City taking on Leeds. Here we go with Luke Shaw on the centre circle to Malacia. Martial coming deep to pick up the ball. Not been in the game so far, Anthony Martial. Finds Christian Eriksen. Bruno Fernandes down that left-hand side. Goes backwards. Patrice Evra was so good. Do you know what? He was a brilliant player for a guy who could only play with one foot. He could only play with his left foot. He couldn't do anything as Rashford tries to go down the outside of Aurier. But it's intercepted and it goes out for a corner down that left-hand side for Manchester United. What do you feel about France in the World Cup, Aquax? Aquax? I don't know. I'm going to call you Aqua. What do you think of France in the World Cup? Managed to get to the final, but it just seems like some of the players running out of steam. Heard there was a virus going around in the French squad. Here we go to the corner for Manchester United down the left-hand side. Christian Eriksen steps over to take it. He's got 4 to aim for in the box. 1 on the edge. It goes towards near post. Serge Aurier clears it. Luke Shaw heads it back from where it came, but it's straight at the keeper. And Hennessy will catch it out of the sky here on the shy side. Long kick out by Hennessy in towards Jesse Lingard against Wan-Bissaka. Finds the pass in towards Awaniyi, but it's intercepted there by Bruno, and it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side for Nottingham Forest. 16 minutes into the game, Manchester United 0. Nottingham Forest 0. Lodi. Long throwing in towards Awaniyi, but it's intercepted. Falls to Luke Shaw. Here we go with Malacia with some space to bring it forward on that left-hand side. Rashford makes an running behind, so does Martial, but it's blocked by Aurier. And Nottingham Forest will come away with it here with Jesse Lingard. 1-2 with Aurier. Returns it back to Aurier. Yates into Aurier down the right side. Goes backwards to Yates. Yates trying to bring it forward. All the way back to Worrell. Over the top towards Brennan Johnson, but Luke Shaw will leave it. And he'll go all the way back to David De Gea on this left-hand side. De Gea. Rafael Varane. Goes short to Luke Shaw on this left-hand side. In towards Casemiro. Returns it back to Shaw. Malacia now. On the halfway line. Into Casemiro. Over the top towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He holds the ball up here. And Awaniyi is there. It looks like Awaniyi is playing through the right. Aaron Wan-Bissaka on it. First time into Casemiro. Out wide to Anthony, who holds the ball up here. Tries to get away from Bolly. Finds Casemiro. It goes out for a corner. France in this World Cup were good. But the final makes me depressed. Mbappe, what a player. Sorry if my English is trash. Hey, Quax, your English sounds fine, my brother. Don't worry about it. Your English sounds brilliant to me. I understand what you're saying. Mbappe. Do you know what, Aquax? If you're on TikTok, find me on TikTok, Couch Sports Football, and see my reaction to Mbappe in the World Cup. I lost my shit. Christian Eriksen now to take the corner here down the shy side. You're 14 years old and you're studying English. Your English is impeccable. Oh, and what a corner that is! Christian Eriksen into Rashford, drilled across the penalty box. No one picks up Rashford, and Rashford makes it 1-0 here for Manchester United in the 19th minute. Wow! What a corner! That is definitely off the training park. That one. Straight across the penalty box. And Marcus Rashford is there. No one's tracking him. And he makes it 1-0. Just spins away from everyone. Yeah, no one's tracking him. 1-0 here on Car Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Keeper has no chance. One nil here on Car Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Acock's there. Happy with the 1-0 scoreline so far. Marcus Rashford, you're right. Marcus Rashford with a beautiful goal from the corner. Was not expecting that, to be honest with you. He caught me off guard as well. I'm celebrating that goal. Clayton there. How you doing, Clayton? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Manchester United 1, Nottingham Forest 0. 19th minute goal by that man, Marcus Rashford, MBE. Now the game opens up. Now the game opens up here on Car Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Varane. Out to the right side towards Bruno Fernandes. Goes backwards to Wan-Bissaka. Aquax there over on YouTube. Let me know if you could get Manchester United to sign 3 players in the January transfer window, realistically, 3 players for Manchester United, and you would get rid of 3 players, who would it be? So you get rid of 3 players, you sell 3 players, and then you buy 3 players. Who would it be? Nottingham Forest to take the throwing down that left-hand side. 1 shot, 1 goal for Marcus Rashford. Serge Aurier to take the throwing here. Long throwing in towards Brennan Johnson. Flicked away by Malacia. It falls to Awaniyi, who gets away from Rafael Varane. Casemiro's tracking back. And he does well to win the ball back. No foul given. Rafael Varane now on the ball. Into Malacia. Lays it into Bruno Fernandes. Sees someone make the run off the ball, and it's Rashford driving with the ball on the left-hand side. Anthony's making the run in behind. So is Martial. Martial on the edge of the box here. First time shot. Martial makes it 2-0 here on Cal Sports Football. Anthony Martial gets on the score sheet. Hennessy should have done better. Maybe it was the rain that slid off the hands of Hennessy. But Manchester United are 2-0 up here. Manchester United turning it up here. Manchester United turning it up here on Car Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Martial gets on the score sheet. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Sell for sure. Harry Maguire, Lindelof, and Varane. You would get rid of Rafael Varane, Aquax? Under what grounds? Do you not think he's brought him and Martinez are a good partnership? Jesse Lingard loses the ball, free kick given here for Nottingham Forest on the right side. Interesting that you would get rid of Rafael Varane. Why would you get rid of Rafael Varane, if you don't mind me asking, Aquax? 2-0 here for Manchester United. Anthony Martial getting on the score sheet, but Nottingham Forest have a free kick in a very dangerous position on their right side. But it's a wasted free kick. Can't even get past Christian Eriksen, the first man. Jesse Lingard into Worrell. Over the top towards Jesse Lingard on the right side. Can't keep it in play. Goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side for Manchester United. Free play. So you would buy Frankie de Jong, Mbappe and Gvardiol. Aquax knows his football. Aquax knows his football. Gvardiol, what a World Cup he had. Frankie de Jong and Mbappe. So we know why we know why Ten Hag wants Frankie de Jong. He wants someone to play that role like that Christian Eriksen is playing right now. He wants someone to play that role, in that roaming role, where they can link defense to attack. That's what he wants. He wants that gel the defense and attack, and he wants them to do that. Being French, Aquax, I saw a player in the French team that did that with ease. Antoine Griezmann. Is he not someone Manchester United could go for? And Mbappe. If do you know what? Manchester United are linked with Mbappe. Well, 1-2 down that left-hand side. Malacia gets himself into the box. But he just crosses him. It falls to Christian Eriksen. Anthony on that left-hand side holds on to it. But he can't keep it in play. Goes up for a goal kick here. But yeah. Mbappe would be bits if he came to United. But where do you play Mbappe? Marcus Rashford plays better down the left-hand side. So does Mbappe play better down the left-hand side. I feel like neither of them are through the middle. But where would you play Mbappe? Would he play down the left-hand side like he does for PSG and France? Or would you play him through the middle? Would you play Rashford through the middle? What's your starting 11? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Serge Aurier there brought down. Who would you play striker? You'd play Mbappe through the middle. That was a good challenge by Malacia. But Aurier's on the ground here. Who's going to get the yellow card? I think it's Malacia who gets a yellow card there. Manchester United on the ball with Christian Eriksen. I'm a PSG fan too. Aquax there. I can see, you know what, I'll be honest with you, after seeing Lionel Messi winning the World Cup with Argentina, I wouldn't be surprised to see PSG winning the Champions League, you know. Aurier puts the ball into the box, but it comes off Varane, Casemiro goes out for a corner. But I wouldn't be surprised to see PSG winning the Champions League. Lionel Messi, he's on cloud 9, so he'll want to carry on winning trophies. Mbappe, so close to winning the World Cup again. He'll want to step up. Neymar couldn't win the World Cup. He'll want to step up. You've got a few players that you can work with. Corner. Cleared away by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Can he find Rashford here down the line? Rashford will charge onto this here, but he gets the head of the defender, Mangala. And he gets the free kick. And that's going to be a yellow card, surely, ref. That's a yellow card. Navas didn't win the World Cup. He plays for PSG. But Navas didn't progress deep into the World Cup. Keylor Navas. He's probably the most underrated keeper in the world for me. Keylor Navas. Mangala there with the yellow card. Christian Eriksen on the centre circle here for Manchester United. Bringing it forward. Marquinhos then. Yeah, Marquinhos is a shout. Someone who didn't, Brazil didn't progress through losing to Croatia on a penalty shootout. So I just feel like, Messi and Mbappe, they're the two players. They are the two players to look out for in this, in the Champions League. Luke Shaw in the centre circle. Into Christian Eriksen, returns it back to Shaw. Into Christian Eriksen, again back to Shaw. Manchester United move the ball about with Anthony Martial. Into Eriksen, back to Shaw. Casemiro picks the ball up into Martial down the left-hand side. Looks like Rashford and Anthony have swapped side. Casemiro in towards Anthony, who spins away from the defender. Christian Eriksen into Martial. Martial on the edge of the box here. Gets away from the defender, but he holds him up here. Malacia into Rashford on the edge of the box. Back heel towards Malacia, but it's intercepted there by Rashford. We are not the luckiest in the Champions League's Aquax, you're right. Something happens to PSG when they play in the Champions League. Something happens to them. I can't put my finger on it, but something happens to them. I feel like sometimes they need to squash a few egos. You can't play a front three of Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi when you don't have a defensive structure. I don't feel like you can do it. Eriksen with a ball over the top towards Bruno in the box here, but it's Bali with the interception. And it's Aurier now with the ball on the right side. But it's intercepted there by Bruno. It falls to Malacia. Casemiro. Out to Martial. Into Rashford. Back to Casemiro. Into Eriksen first time. Eriksen holds on to it here. Switches it out wide to Wan-Bissaka, but it's intercepted there by Lodi. And it falls to Awoniyi, who gets away from Anthony with ease, and he's bringing the ball forward here. Awoniyi down the left-hand side. It's intercepted there by Varane. Only for Nottingham Forest to win it back, and here we go with Yates on the ball. Takes a shot from distance, and De Gea is forced to make a save, and it goes out for a corner. That guy, Coutinho, I feel like was a placeholder when Ronaldo left, as he is listed as Portuguese. I just think it's someone at the Premier League just having a bit of fun. I honestly think it's someone at the Premier League having a bit of fun. Eriksen was a very good transfer. I'm so happy to see him on the pitch after the Euro accident. It was insane. It was insane. What happened to Christian Eriksen, the fact that he's still playing football just shows how far medicine has come after all these years. But it's great to see him on the pitch. He's so silky, so smooth. He knows how to calm a game down. Rafael Varane heads the corner away. It falls to Mangala, backwards to Freuler, who goes all the way back to the keeper on the right side. Just so you guys know, it's Manchester United 2. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 here on Cal Sports Football. My name's Adam here live, bringing you the commentary as Rashford shrugs off the defender and he tries with the ball. Anthony makes it only behind, but it's just ahead of him and allows Freuler to just clear it away. But if you like what you see what you like. Hit that follow button, hit that subscription button if you're over on YouTube, and join the community, ladies and gentlemen. This is a platform for all football fans around the world to come together and talk football. Doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter who you support. If you watch the international sport of this planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen, this is the platform for you. So get in the chat and let's talk some football. Christian Eriksen on the ball here. Backwards to Luke Shaw on the halfway line. Why is Shaw in centre back? So obviously Lisandro Martinez is on leave. He's celebrating over at Argentina after winning the World Cup. Victor Lindelof is ill. Harry Maguire's on the bench. He couldn't make it into the starting 11. Rafael Varane is playing out of necessity. He didn't want to play Rafael Varane. Do you have a YouTube account? Yes, Clayton. It is Cal Sports Football. It's the same as my Twitch account. So I'm live on both Twitch and YouTube. So if you're new around here, hit that follow button. Or if you're on YouTube, hit that subscription button. Benny McCarthy, Manchester United's first part of the training team, and Rashford seems to be improving under him. 34 minutes played, ladies and gentlemen. Our knee there. Can't keep the ball in play. Goes out for a Nottingham Forest throw-in. Loddy goes over to take the throwing here. Down this left-hand side. Loddy to take the throwing. Ericsson tries to feed the first time passing towards Rashford, but it's cleared away. Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't worry about it, Quads. It's all cool. It's all cool. I forget. I get what you forget. I get it now. I get it now. But yeah, Manchester United are struggling in that centre back department. Clayton plays there over on YouTube. How you doing, Clayton? Welcome to the stream. 35 minutes played. Manchester United 2. Nottingham Forest 0. How we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me know what you think of the World Cup. Let me know what you think of the Premier League starting again. Your stream is so good, Aquax. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the kind words, Aquax. Freuler. Sorry, is Loddy to take the free kick here for Nottingham Forest. Just on the edge of the centre circle. Goes out to that right side towards Sergio here, but Luke shows there. And Malacia will clear it away for a Nottingham Forest throwing. We're just under 10 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Tomorrow we have Leeds against Manchester City. So hit that follow button, hit that subscription button so we know. So you know, sorry, when I've gone live. I will share your account to my friend. Hey, Quacks, I appreciate that. Here we go with Casemiro going all the way back to David De Gea on this left-hand side. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka. David De Gea only forced into making one save today. Nothing else really challenging him. Here we go with Luke Shaw on this left-hand side. 36-minute played. Bringing it forward. Aquax. Happy with Manchester United. Currently 2 goals up. Rafael Varane. In the Nottingham Forest half. Goes short to Ericsson. Ericsson into Martial. Martial has time to turn. Rashford to his left. Malacia is further up the field. He holds onto it here, Rashford. In towards Christian Eriksen, who takes it on the turn. Backwards to Casemiro. Out wide here towards Anthony. Left foot curler. And it's over the bar. So happy. Manchester United go a point behind Tottenham Hotspurs with this victory as it stands. As it stands, ladies and gentlemen. Leaning back there, Anthony, when he takes his shot with his left foot. Could do better if he leans forward. Our knee brought to the ground by Wan-Bissaka. The game carries on with Rafael Varane here on this left-hand side. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Goals by Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. Varane into Rashford, goes backwards to Shaw on the centre circle, returns it back to Rashford. Malacia is free down that left-hand side, but he holds onto it, Rashford. He can't get away from the defender. But Casemiro there intercepts and he falls to Malacia here. First time it was Martial, but it's just ahead of him. And Willy Bolly's there to clear up the pieces down the line into the pass of Christian Eriksen. Malacia is free to his right, but he goes in towards Wan-Bissaka, who's bringing the ball forward. Anthony's free here down his right side. He goes into Bruno on the edge of the box, cuts in on his left foot. Great defending there by Mangala. Bruno into Wan-Bissaka. A back heel to Anthony into the box, but he's headed away. And Loddy will flick it on Casemiro, intercept the ball, had a pinch, but Loddy's there to win it back. The free kick's given Nottingham Forest way. After the 2021-2022, we are good. It's very cool. Yeah, definitely after last season. I'll be honest with you, I stopped watching Manchester United towards the end of last season. I feel when Manchester United have nothing to play for, I feel like I stop watching them. When they have nothing to play for, that's when I stop watching them. Hennessy with a long kick over the top. Falls to Rafael Varane, who will clear it away into the path of Anthony. Tries to flick on, but it's intercepted there by Mangala. He can't get away from Casemiro. Free kick given. Manchester United are definitely on the upwards trajectory. Definitely moving in the right direction. They're moving forward. Sitting fifth with a couple of games in hand it's right. It's in the right place. In the right part of the season. We play Barcelona in the next round of the Europa League. That's going to be a good game. Here we go with a free kick down this left-hand side for Nottingham Forest. A goal here would be perfect for them as Lottie whips a ball in there and it's headed into the back of the net by Yates, I think it is, who makes it 2-1 here on Couch Sports Football on the 39th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Yates there makes it 2-1 here. And Manchester United are stunned. Manchester United are stunned here. I think he's onside. I think he is onside. They'll have a look at it, but I think it's a goal. Yeah. Ryan Yates. They're checking though. We're just waiting to see. But I think it's a goal. I hope he's offside. We're just waiting to see what happens here. So I thought it was a completely fine goal, but they're just checking to see if it comes off Yates' hand. He heads it, but I don't think it comes off his hand. I think that's a goal. Or does it come off Bolly? Is that what it is? Let's have a look. Oh, I think it comes off Bolly, who is in an offside position. We're just checking to see if it does. Yeah, it comes off Bolly. It does come off Bolly. Yeah, I think it is offside. It does look very tight, but they're just checking to see. So Ryan Yates wins the header, and he heads it into the ground, and it just comes off Bolly's foot, and that's offside. That's offside, unless Varane's keeping him onside. Unless Varane's playing him onside, but it doesn't look onside. He looks offside there. Let's have a look. Bolly does look offside there, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, he's offside. Bolly's offside. Bolly's offside, so the goal's not given. The decision is offside. Aquax there. The offside flag is given. But that is what VAR is there for. That particular instance, no one would have guessed that was offside. No one would have guessed that was offside. But Willy Bolly's offside. Here we go with Rafael Varane on the ball. See, Aquax there in the chat. Rafael Varane on this left-hand side goes out wide here towards Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line. Count yourself lucky, it's offside. Yeah, Manchester United, we're sleeping at the back there. But here we go with Jesse Lingard. Brennan Johnson's free down the right side. He gets away from Casemiro. He finds Brennan Johnson here, who holds on to it. Can Nottingham Forest pull one back before half-time? Only with the ball into the box, but it's overhit. Goes out for a goal kick. Manchester United were definitely sleeping from that free kick. Jesse Lingard is a menace. Jesse Lingard's always been a menace. He's that kind of a player. Unfortunately, I feel like a few Manchester United players didn't benefit from the fact that the management doesn't very well. Out wide here towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. In towards Anthony. Cleared away by Bolly. Goes out for a throwing here down the right side. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Martial now returns it back to Wan-Bissaka. Into Martial. Martial will be happy that he's on the score sheet today. Not featured for a while due to injury, but he's back with a goal. Shaw now in the centre circle. Ericsson makes another ball, but he goes into Martial first time into Casemiro. Out to Ericsson on the left-hand side, but his touch is heavy, and he allows Yates to take the ball off him, and the free kick's given Nottingham Forest's way. Long ball over the top there towards Lingard. Rafael Varane now on the ball here. Into Luke Shaw on the centre circle. Over the top towards Malacia on the left-hand side. Heads into the path of Rashford. Rashford turns. On that left-hand side, he holds it up here. I don't know how to say that. Menace. How you would say tennis. You know the sport tennis. But it's menace. The English language. 2 words spelled completely different, said the same way. I'm so sorry. Have a good match. I will come into the next one. Don't worry about it, Quads. I appreciate you coming by and chatting. But I hope you have a wonderful evening. Anthony with a ball into the box, but no one's making that run into the box. And it goes out for a goal kick. 3 minutes of added time to be played. Have a wonderful evening, Quacks. I'll see you next time. We have Leeds against Manchester City tomorrow. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 here on Card Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno. Referee pulls it back for another free kick here for Nottingham Forest on the halfway line. Lodi to take a free kick here. Is this going to be the last chance here? Have a good match, Claydon 2. Anthony there telling Lodi where the ball is supposed to be. Lodi from the free kick. See you soon. Take easy, Quacks. Look after yourself. Ball point to the box there. But it's Bruno Fernandes there to intercept. Awaniyi into Aurier out to the center side. Lodi, but Bruno Fernandes lunges in there. Could have got a lot worse there for Bruno Fernandes. But it goes out for a throwing down the center side for Nottingham Forest. 20 seconds to go. Lodi to take the throwing. Headed away by Casemiro. Anthony can't get there ahead of Lingard. It falls to Awaniyi here. Right foot. Lays it onto Freuler. Aurier goes out wide towards Yates. Yates puts the ball into the box there, but it's Ericsson there, and the referee blows for half time here on Car Sports Football. It's Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Courtesy of a goal by Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick break, so I'll see you for the second half. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Second half coming up here on Car Sports Football. Have you heard of a guy called Mark Goldbridge on YouTube? Yeah, I heard of him. I've never watched him on YouTube, but I've seen clips. I've seen clips of his. Yeah, he's on Talk Sport now, Mark Goldbridge. He's done well. He's got himself onto Talk Sport. God knows how he managed that gig, but he got himself onto Talk Sport. Let's transition back over to the match because we will have the second half coming up shortly for you guys here on Car Sports Football. Second half coming up here on Car Sports Football. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Manchester United need to be careful they don't get a bit complacent. They got complacent towards the end of the first half. Need to be careful that they don't get complacent and allow Nottingham Forest back into the game. The next goal is a big one. The next goal will be a big one, but we'll see what happens. Manchester United players back onto the pitch. So are Nottingham Forest for the second half. Nottingham Forest will start the game off shooting from left to right. Manchester United from right to left here on Casper's Football towards the Stretford end. And who will come alive in this second half? Manchester United unbeaten in their last 120 games after going into the half-time the winners. Let's see who comes out on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Nottingham Forest start the game off with Awoniyi, loses it to Christian Eriksen, tries the back heel to Bruno, but it's intercepted. Awoniyi now gets away from Casemiro, 1-1 against Wan-Bissaka. He cuts it back into Yates, but it's into the path of Rashford, who lays it into Bruno. Bruno spins away from the challenge, but it only falls to Yates. Mangala, no substitutions here so far. Awoniyi down that left-hand side, 1-1 against Wan-Bissaka, who does well to stop him from going anywhere. Lodi down that left-hand side, who's got good distribution on him, so Manchester United will need to be careful. Wan-Bissaka with the header into the path of Yates. Lingard tries to find Brennan Johnson here. Malacia just did enough to unbalance him. Brennan Johnson, 1-1 against Malacia, tries to go around the outside, puts a beautiful ball into the box. Rafael Varane forced into making a header there. And it goes out for a corner for Nottingham Forest. Coming out early in the second half, Nottingham Forest applying pressure to Manchester United. Here we go with Nottingham Forest to have a corner down the left-hand side. It's going to be Lodi who steps over to take it here. Whipped in left foot. Headed away near post by Bruno Fernandes into the path of Anthony, and Rashford and Martial is running alongside him. Anthony drives on his own down the right side. Martial is there, so is Rashford. He goes over the top to Rashford, but it's headed away by Freuler. But Anthony keeps it alive into Bruno Fernandes down the right side. Is he onside? We'll find out. 1-1 against Lodi. He puts the ball in towards the back post. But it hits the side netting and it goes out for a goal kick on this left-hand side for Nottingham Forest. Needs to be better there by Anthony to try and catch Marcus Rashford on that left-hand side, but Nottingham Forest now to start the game back off here on this left-hand side. Long kick out from the back. Lodi brings the ball under control. And it goes back to Mangala. Here we go with Jesse Lingard picking the ball up deep. Can he be the spark that Nottingham Forest need? Out wide here towards Serge Aurier. In towards Worrell. Bolly, Mangala, Freuler, Anthony nearly takes it off him. But it goes backwards to Bolly on this left-hand side. Bolly with the ball over the top towards Awaniyi against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But Wan-Bissaka's there. And he'll just clear it down the line into the path of Anthony. And Bruno Fernandes picks the ball up on the halfway line. But Bolly does well to step up and get the ball. Yates into Mangala. Freuler into Awaniyi. Brennan Johnson is there, but Casemiro is forced to make the challenge and he goes out for a throwing on that left-hand side for Nottingham Forest. Manchester United defending in this second half. Rates goes back to Worrell. Goes out wide here towards Aurier. Aurier's pass to Brennan Johnson's intercepted and Rashford goes to Malacia and Shaw holds onto it here. Into Casemiro. Out wide here towards Malacia. Aurier tries to intercept it, have the pitch, and it goes out for a Nottingham Forest throwing. And Nottingham Forest have come out in the second half throwing punches here. Aurier puts the ball into the box. Side netting. And it goes out. Flipper there in the chat. How are you doing, Flipper? Welcome to the stream. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Where are you from and who do you support? Are you a Manchester United fan? Or you're Aquox's friend? Welcome, 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 Flipper. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Are you a Manchester United fan like Aquox or do you support someone else? Here we go with Rafael Varane on the ball here on the try side. Squares it into Luke Shaw. Returns it back to Varane on the right side, bringing it forward here for Manchester United. Triple X Big Ricky there in the chat. How you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you. I'm fine. How are you? I'm doing great, Flipper. Recovered from the World Cup. We took a week break. And now that the Premier League's back, 9-hour stream yesterday. We've got 2 streams today, 1 stream tomorrow. So we'll be back here live on Couch Sports Football. How you all doing? Triple X there in the chat over on Twitch. How are you doing, my brother? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Luke Shaw on the ball. Intercepted there by Yates. Bringing it forward here for Nottingham Forest on the centre circle. Lays it into Mangala. Out to the left-hand side towards Lodi. 1-on-1 against Wan-Bissaka. Puts the ball into the box, but it's over everyone. Brennan Johnson can't get there. Malacia does well. Forces the corner here on the right side. We good, bro. It's good to hear, Triple X. It's good to hear. Hope you're enjoying your holidays. Corner here down the right side for Nottingham Forest, who've come out the second half looking like a team on a mission. Lodi steps over to take the corner here down the right side. 50th minute played. Manchester United 2. Lodi with the ball into the box. Headed away. Technically, we should have won 3-1 against Brentford. Is that what you're talking about yesterday? I'm sorry, but I can't stay here, but I'll follow you. See you soon. Flipper, I appreciate you coming by though, my brother. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Serende, thanks for the watch along again today, champ. I appreciate that, Soren. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tony should have been banned. He's been charged. I don't think you can get banned for it. We should have got a pen. Which one was the pen? Jesse Lingard's just gone down here off the ball. Yeah, Jesse Lingard's gone down here off the ball here. Trippier was. Tony should have got banned. And we should have got a pen. Which pen were you on about? Which pen are you on about? I'll be honest with you. Tottenham didn't go into second gear, and then all of a sudden they come back and make it 2-2. They played more football in the last 15 minutes of the game than they did for the rest of it. And that's Khalid. Jesse Lingard back up on his feet here. He's off his feet. He's back up on his feet, but he's coming off here, Jesse Lingard. He's pulled a hamstring there. Manchester United have the ball here with Anthony down the right side. Goes backwards to Casemiro. Into Varane. Here we go, Christian Eriksen. Who's come on here? Number 24. Varane on the halfway line. Goes backwards to Christian Eriksen on the halfway line. Here we go, Luke Shaw. In towards Casemiro, who has time to turn. To the left-hand side, it's intercepted there by Sergio Aurier, trying to find a pass to towards Marcus Rashford. Casemiro will try and hold him up. Goes central. But it's intercepted there by Christian Eriksen, and Luke Shaw now has the ball here for Manchester United. Casemiro. Luke Shaw. Jesse Lingard makes his way. Here we go, the Rafael Varane on the right side. Goes short to Shaw. Who's come on? It's number 24. I don't know who that is. Let's see. 24 is... It's not 24. Is it 26? McKenna? Is that who's come on? Is that who's come on? Let's see. Let's see who is that. O'Brien. Lewis O'Brien has come on here. Sergio Aurier now with the throwing. Headed on by. Oh, has Nico Williams come on as well? No, who is that then? Oh, Brennan Johnson, sorry. Mangala goes into Yates on the centre circle, out wide here towards Sergio Aurier. Holding it back to Yates. Yates tried to get away from Christian Eriksen. Aurier makes a running behind, but it's intercepted there by Rashford. Yates manages to win it back. O'Brien, 1-2 with Mangala, tries to get himself onto the edge of the box, but Bruno is there, intercepted, and Rashford now comes away with the ball here, down the left-hand side. Rashford bringing the ball forward into the Nottingham Forest half. Anthony Martial is ahead of him, so is Bruno. Bruno on his right, leaves it to Anthony. Anthony left foot, shot is saved by the keeper. What is he doing, Anthony, there? Bruno into Christian Eriksen, and his shot is over the bar. Manchester United are playing a bit of fire here. Anthony hasn't got his shooting boots on. Couldn't get it past the keeper, Anthony. What is he doing there? Loddy now on the halfway line for Nottingham Forest, bringing it forward into the Manchester United half, but it's intercepted there by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and it goes out for a throwing. 56 minutes played. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest nil here on Cal Sports Football. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are on the 56th minute here. The penultimate game of the Premier League restart. We started it yesterday with Tottenham against Brentford. all the way to Arsenal against West Ham United. Today it was Chelsea against Bournemouth. Manchester United now taking on Nottingham Forest. And tomorrow we'll have Leeds United against Manchester City. How we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Where we from and who do we support? Just so you know, my name's Adam here live on Cat Sports Football, bringing you the live commentary for these games here this week. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bolly there. Over the top. Cleared away and it goes up for a throwing. Alex Ferguson there on the touchline. Intercepted there by Casemiro, and it falls to Christian Eriksen on the centre circle. Goes backwards to Casemiro. Luke Shaw now on the ball. Playing centre back today, and he's played alright. Besides that one blip in the first half when Nottingham Forest had a goal disallowed. But that's purely on a height basis. But he's played alright as centre back. Nottingham Forest really haven't challenged much as well if you think about it. Rafael Varane goes out wide there towards Bruno Fernandes. And Wan-Bissaka's square, but he goes backwards to Rafael Varane on the halfway line. Wouldn't be surprised to see Rafael Varane come off. Anthony goes into Casemiro. Tries to feed it first time into Bruno Fernandes, but it's behind him. And it goes out for a Nottingham Forest throwing. Manchester United 58 minutes here on the clock. How we all doing? Casemiro, Anthony, Eriksen, Casemiro. Backwards to Shaw on the centre circle here. In towards Christian Eriksen. Malacia. Backwards to Luke Shaw. Casemiro. Back to Shaw on the centre circle. In towards Malacia. Turns Casemiro. First time out to the left-hand side is Christian Eriksen. Returns it back to Shaw. Shaw sees her running behind by Malacia. Eriksen will get on the ball here. Lays it into Malacia in the box. Across the 6-yard. Back to Bruno. Christian Eriksen. Back to Bruno. No one's taking a shot there. No one's taking it out there. Ooh. Thanks, guys. Here we go with Casemiro on the centre circle. Squares it to Luke Shaw. Into Malacia, who leaves it to Bruno. Into Martial. 1-1 with the keeper. Saved by the keeper. Saved by the keeper. Manchester United are knocking on the door in the second half, but it's not working for him. Rashford tries to go around the outside of Orien. It goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side. Manchester United struggling here to get a goal in the second half. Anthony Martial there getting himself in behind. Onside. Just couldn't get his foot out of his feet. So he can't get the ball out of his feet there. It's a bit of a scuffed effort at the keeper. Looks like Garnacho is going to be coming on here for Manchester United. Ball over the top there towards O'Brien, but Rafael Varane is there to clear it away. I wonder who comes off. And Van der Beek is coming on here for Manchester United. Donny Van der Beek. A lot of Manchester United fans want to see him do well. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have enough time left to do it. Toffolo looks to be coming on here for Nottingham Forest. Over the top there. But it comes off Brennan Johnson and it goes out from Manchester United, throwing here down the right side. 60th minute play, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United are pretty much in cruise control. Nottingham Forest really haven't applied any pressure besides the first 10 minutes of the second half. But nothing else really. They've struggled in this game. But there's going to be a double substitution here. Looks like our knee is going to come off. He's played all right. Maybe play him through the middle just to give the defenders a bit of a battle. But Surridge is coming on here. Not Sturridge, Surridge. That's a mouthful, isn't it? And Toffolo's coming on. So who else is coming off? Toffolo and Surridge come on. It's a triple substitution. Emmanuel Dennis is coming on here. So who's coming off? Who are the three substitutions? So Toffolo, Dennis, and so Awaniyi, Lodi, and Mangala. I'm surprised they're taking Lodi off. Lodi is someone who's been distributing the ball. Surridge, Toffolo, and Emmanuel Dennis. Luke Shaw into Christian Eriksen. Tries to feed the third time, passing to Bruno. But Bolly's there and it's a high foot. And Nottingham Forest start the game back off here on this left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. Rolling ball. Manchester United haven't made their substitutions yet. We'll wait to see when they make theirs. Long kick out to that left-hand side. But it goes out for a throwing here for Manchester United. And it looks like Garnacho and Van der Beek are going to be what the hell? Let's put my teeth back into my mouth. Garnacho and Donny van der Beek are going to be coming on here for Manchester United. Let's see who comes off. Shaw, nearly forced into an error there. Wan-Bissaka gets away from his marker, bringing the ball for Anthony to his right. Wan-Bissaka goes on his own, squares it into Anthony, goes backwards to Casemiro, out to this left-hand side, finds Malacia. Malacia holds onto the ball in towards Rashford. Rashford 1-1 against the defender. And he goes backwards to Luke Shaw. Here we go with Rafael Varane on the centre circle. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line. Wan-Bissaka. All the way back to Luke Shaw. Into Christian Eriksen, who has time to turn. Malacia brought down. Free kick Manchester United. Now we have a double substitution here for Manchester United. So it's going to be Anthony Martial coming off here for Garnacho. Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial scoring his 100th goal in his club career. Comes off here for Donny van der Beek. So Rashford goes through the middle and Garnacho is coming on here for Anthony. So I think it just gives a bit of stability through the middle of the park and Garnacho gives the width. A Brazilian for an Argentinian here. Brazilian comes off and Alejandro Garnacho comes on. And it's Manchester United on the ball here. Rafael Varane, 2 goals to the good. Can they extend their lead here? Help their goal difference. Rafael Varane into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now on the ball. On the right side, in his own half, looking for a bit of movement here. Goes back to Rafael Varane. Varane. Malacia. Back to Shaw. Into Eriksen. Finds Malacia down the center side. And Malacia now brings the ball forward here. Rashford comes deep. Malacia switches it out to Bruno Fernandes, who brings the ball under control. Here we go with Casemiro. Into Bruno. Donny van der Beek. He makes a run off the ball. He goes into Casemiro. Bruno. Varane. Here we go with Shaw. In towards Eriksen. Back to Shaw. Eriksen. Shaw. In towards Malacia. First time into Garnacho here. Malacia. Garnacho. Backwards. To Luke Shaw. And it's Rafael Varane now on the ball here. Out wide. Finds Casemiro. In towards Bruno Fernandes. First time into Wan-Bissaka. Returns it back to Bruno. Sees a run over the top towards Rashford. But Bolly brings the ball under control and he feeds it out wide here. To Surridge. Backwards to the keeper who clears the ball down the line. But Varane heads it into the path of Eriksen, but it's intercepted there. And here we go with Sergio Aurier down with his right hand side on the halfway line. Garnacho's tracking back. Malacia is there. He finds the pass forward. But Brennan Johnson can't keep it alive. Shaw is there. Christian Eriksen now has the ball here down the right side into Casemiro. Out wide to Malacia down the right side. Goes backwards to Luke Shaw. Nottingham Forest moving the ball about here towards the dying minutes of this second half. Alejandro Garnacho turns and he brings the ball forward. He's got Donny van de Beek making the run into the box here. Across the middle, falls to Rashford. And he's saved by the keeper. Goes out for a corner down this left-hand side. 67th minute into the game, Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Alejandro Garnacho finds Donny van de Beek, making a run to the box. But his shot, pass to Rashford. It's a straight shot into Hennessy and he just tips it out for a corner here down the left-hand side. Can Manchester United just extend their lead here and just squash this game? Eriksen to take the corner here down this left-hand side. Can he do something here from this corner? Varane is there. Goes out for another corner. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 here, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Eriksen steps over to take the corner here. Headed away near post by Willy Bolly. It falls out to Alejandro Garnacho. Goes backwards to Shaw. Shaw bringing the ball forward here into Christian Eriksen. Tries to find the return pass to Shaw, but Shaw's not there. And it's cleared away. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we Manchester United fans? Donny van de Beek tries to go around the outside of... Goes out for a corner here. Corner here down this left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes steps over to take it here. Bruno whips the ball into the middle. It's headed away. There's a player down off the ball. Rashford picks up the loose ball, but it's intercepted. Claims for a handball. Nothing given. Nottingham Forest now come away with it here. Down that left-hand side. Tries to feed the pass in towards Brennan Johnson. Luke Shaw's tracking back, and he does well. And Wan-Bissaka will just clear it away. Davis tries to feed the ball into the middle there. Oh, what a back heel by Brennan Johnson. But De Gea is on his line there. Freuler there. Luke Shaw now. Into Christian Eriksen on the right side. Bringing the ball forward here for Manchester United. Goes backwards to Rafael Varane. Varane bringing the ball forward. Into Christian Eriksen, who has time to turn. Goes backwards to Rafael Varane. 70th minute, ladies and gentlemen. 20 minutes to go here on Couch Sports Football. It's Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0. But Nottingham Forest just showing a few glimpses here in the second half. Not enough, though, to get themselves back into this game. One goal would make it interesting. I do feel the next goal is the most important one. Shaw. Out to the left-hand side to Malassi on the halfway line. Goes backwards to Shaw. Shaw left foot over the top there towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes takes it off him. Wan-Bissaka on the ball now into Donny van de Beek. Returns it back to Wan-Bissaka. Out wide to Bruno. Bruno holds on to it. And goes backwards to Rafael Varane on the right side. Varane on the halfway line into Luke Shaw. Bringing the ball forward for Manchester United. Casemiro. Back to Shaw. Out to the left-hand side towards Alejandro Garnacho. Making the run behind Aurier. But it's Aurier who gets there first and forces the corner here for Manchester United down the left-hand side. 71st minute. They scored from the first corner that they took. Can they score from another one? Looks like Harry Maguire's going to be coming on here for Manchester United. Would you be surprised if Rafael Varane comes off? Eriksen to take the corner here down his left-hand side. Bruno comes short as well. Eriksen gives the signal here. Floats one in towards the back post. Hennessy can't get there. Donny van de Beek will keep it alive here on that right side. He's got Rashford alongside him. He finds Wan-Bissaka in the box, who leads it to Casemiro. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Casemiro. Into the edge. Oh, he tries to lob the keeper. It goes out for a corner here on this left-hand side. They might have claimed an offside, but nothing was given. The game carries on. Nice onside, Wan-Bissaka. Correct decision by the referee. And Casemiro just tries to dink it back post. Forced to Donny van der Beek and is blocked from the corner. And it goes out for another corner on this left-hand side. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest nil. And they are knocking up these corners. They are knocking up these corners, Manchester United. 72 minutes played. The crowd are coming alive here at Old Trafford towards the tail end of this second half. Ericsson takes a near post. It goes through everyone. It falls to Wan-Bissaka here. Being challenged there by Emmanuel Dennis, who does well to get away from him. Wan-Bissaka's tracking back here. And he does well just to hold him up and makes him go backwards. But his pass is straight into Bruno Fernandes, who takes a shot first time. And it's over the top and it goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side. Looks like Nottingham Forest are going to be making a substitution here. Nico Williams coming on here. Serge Aurier coming off, so Nico Williams comes on and Bruno Fernandes on the edge of the box. Tries to lay into the path of Rashford. And it's cleared away by Willy Polly. Only to Casemiro, who absolutely lunges in there. What is he doing, Casemiro? Christian Eriksen can't get Yates off the ball here. And he, at the end of it, gets a yellow card for his efforts. Free kick here for Nottingham Forest on the 74th minute. A goal here will spice up the game. It'll definitely spice up the game here. Let's see what happens. Nico Williams. Headed away by Polly. Worrell can't get there. Shaw does. He finds Wan-Bissaka. And Wan-Bissaka's going on a solo here on that right side. He cuts it in beautifully. Gets away from the defender. In towards Bruno Fernandes on the centre circle. Bringing it forward here for Manchester United into the Nottingham Forest half. He finds Garnacho, who gets away from the defender with ease. Puts it across the middle. And there's no one there for Manchester United. No one there for Manchester United. And it's cleared away. Alejandro Garnacho there. Gets away from Nico Williams with ease. And just puts it across the 6-yard box and no one's making the run to the near post. Here we go with Malacia. Garnacho can't keep it under control. It goes out for a throwing here for Nottingham Forest on this left-hand side. Malacia to Ericsson. First time in towards Rashford, but it's headed away. It comes out to Casemiro on the halfway line. Wan-Bissaka to his right. Bringing the ball forward here. Christian Eriksen. Out to this left-hand side towards Donny van der Beek. Into Alejandro Garnacho. Malacia makes it off the ball. He goes into Donny van der Beek, who cuts in on his right foot. Tries to return it back to Garnacho. Is he onside? We'll find out. No, he's not. Looks like Manchester United are going to be making a double substitution here. Harry Maguire coming on. And Fred coming on here. So Fred comes on here for Christian Eriksen. Just to shore up the midfield. And Harry Maguire comes on here for Rafael Varane. Harry Maguire comes on here for Rafael Varane, who played out of necessity for Manchester United. We've got to remember that. He played out of necessity. Luke Shaw can't win the header. Malacia is there. He goes all the way back to Harry Maguire. And De Gea will just clear it down the line. Fred can't get there. Out to the right side, it's Yates. Intercepted there by Fred. It goes out for a throwing here for Nottingham Forest. 77 minutes, 13 minutes of the 90 to go. Plus added time, ladies and gentlemen. Brennan Johnson tries to spin away from Malacia, who's had an alright game today. He's been there when required. Nico Williams puts the ball into the box, but it comes off Fred. And it goes out for a corner on this right side. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Casemiro out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Intercepted there by Nottingham Forest on the halfway line, and it's O'Brien. Worrell trying to bring it forward. Out to the right side, it's Nico Williams. Back to Worrell. Squares it to Bolly here on the 78th minute. Brennan Johnson manages to wrangle his way from the defender. Luke Shaw brings down Yates, and it's a free kick here for Nottingham Forest. It would be nice to see Jadon Sancho get back into the Manchester United team. Nico Williams steps up to take this. Nottingham Forest with a ball into the box, headed towards goal. Fred is there, but they managed to clear it. Fred can't get control of the ball. It comes out to the left-hand side towards Emmanuel Dennis, and it goes out for a goal kick here for Manchester United. 79th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Just over 10 minutes of the 90 to go, plus added time. Manchester United 2 goals up. Goal scored in the first half. They'd have their chances in the second half. But not really done anything. Casemiro in towards Donny van der Beek on the halfway line. Out wide to Bruno Fernandes. Backwards to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro on the centre circle in his own half. Switches it out to the left-hand side towards Malacia. Malacia has Rashford making the run into the middle, but it's behind him. Willy Bolly will keep control of the ball. And he sees the ball over the top towards Brennan Johnson, but Casemiro is there. No free kick is finally given. Manchester United to start the game back off here on the right side. Casemiro on the halfway line. Bruno makes a run off the ball. Decides against it. Goes into Donny van der Beek. Out to this left-hand side is Malacia. Malacia has Garnacho to his right, and he goes towards him. Garnacho in towards Fred. Returns it back to Garnacho. Right foot is available, but he cuts it back in on his left. Into Fred. Back heel to Malacia. Donny van der Beek's in the box, but Malacia goes with a cross, and Bolly's there with the clearance. And Nico Williams will hold on to the ball here. And it comes off Donny van der Beek, and it goes out for a Nottingham Forest throwing. Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 0 here. Cleared away. And it falls to Luke Shaw. Harry Maguire. Into Casemiro. Out to this left-hand side towards Malacia. Malacia bringing the ball forward. Into Garnacho. Rashford's deep here. Garnacho's holding on to it. Goes central to Fred. Fred into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno bringing the ball into Garnacho. Garnacho can't get it out of his feet, and Nottingham Forest come away with it. Bruno nearly won it back, but Malacia brings him down. Free kick here to Nottingham Forest. Brennan Johnson now with the ball on the shine side, bringing it forward into the Manchester United box. Can he find the Nottingham Forest player? No, he can't. Goes out for a corner. 8 minutes to go. Corner here for Nottingham Forest down the shine side. 7.5 minutes to go. Toffolo to take it. Back post is where it's aimed. It's scrambling around the 6-yard box, and Luke Shaw manages to clear it away. Garnacho can't take it in his stride. Freuler out wide here to Toffolo. Left foot shot. Cross is blocked by Casemiro. Donny van der Beek is there, so is Casemiro. It goes out for a Manchester United throwing. Yellow card for Alejandro Garnacho for just blocking that free kick. If you're going to block it properly, Garnacho. Malacia now to take the throwing here. Into Garnacho. Back to Malacia, who spins away from Brennan Johnson. Into the middle there, but it's intercepted there by O'Brien. Out wide here to Nico Williams. Whips the ball into the box, but it comes off Casemiro. It falls to Brennan Johnson, but it's intercepted there by Fred. And he'll just clear it down the line into the path of Marcus Rashford. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. Goes out for a throwing. Casemiro, 84th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 2 goals up here. Here we go with Luke Shaw now. Backwards to De Gea. Hits the ball up high into the air towards Fred. Fred can't win it ahead of Nico Williams. Will charge with the ball down the right side. He cuts it back. Tries to go around the outside of 2 Manchester United players. But it goes out for a Nottingham Forest throwing here on the right side. 84th minute play, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes to go. And the offside flag is given. Looks like Anthony Elanga's going to be coming on here for Manchester United. Who's going to come off? Rashford? Bruno Fernandes? Oh, it's going to be Rashford. So Elanga's going to be playing through the middle now. Marcus Rashford. Getting a round of applause by Erik ten Hag there. Marcus Rashford. Rashford loves a knee slide, doesn't he? Rashford loves a knee slide. And Cyril Elanga now. On the pitch here. Jumps up for the header. He wins it, but it falls into the path of Emmanuel Dennis. Only for Garnacho to win it back. Elanga's there as well. Can he create something here in the dying minutes of the game? No, he can't because it's intercepted. And both Fred and Nico Williams slide for that one. Fred on the left ball into the box. But it's over Bruno Fernandes. Bali with the clearance. Only into the path of Emmanuel Dennis. 1-on-1 against Wan-Bissaka, but it's intercepted by Casemiro. Bringing the ball forward here. Out to the center side is Fred. Fred first time. Fred makes it 3-0 here on Cavs Sports Football. And it's that man Casemiro with an assist. And this battle for top 4 just gets better, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0 here, ladies and gentlemen. Three-nil here. Game over. Fred's onside. And he gets the goal. Fred. That Brazilian link up. And Ten Hag will be happy with that. Ten Hag will be happy with that. What does that do to the table? Let's see. Let's see. 3-0. Goal difference. Our goal difference is only on 3. Our goal difference is shocking. Claims for a penalty here by Emmanuel Dennis. Corner here for Nottingham Forest. The last thing Manchester United will want to do is concede here. Casemiro, they're getting the man of the match. Look how small that kid is. Luke Shaw now on the ball. Harry Maguire on the ball on the edge of the box in towards Casemiro. Out wide to Donny van der Beek, who takes it on the turn. Gets away from the defender, gets away from the second one. Lays it in towards Malacia on the halfway line. Malacia. Garnacho to his left and he finds him. Garnacho 1-on-1 against Nico Williams. Lays it onto Fred. Fred right foot. But he goes left foot into Bruno. Bruno across the middle. It's cleared away by Bolly. And it comes out to Wan-Bissaka here. Goes out for a throwing here for Manchester United. 5 minutes of added time here on Card Sports Football. 5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Can Manchester United get a fourth here? Alanga. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Malacia. Out to the left-hand side towards Garnacho. Garnacho brings the ball under control. 1-on-1 against the defender, but it's intercepted there by Nico Williams. Garnacho tries to win it back, but Williams with the clearance. Shaw can't get there. Brennan Johnson. Oh, Shaw does well. Shaw does well to cover that. Malacia there, tracking back against Brennan Johnson. Gets the throwing here on the side side for Nottingham Forest. Emmanuel Dennis spins away from Casemiro, cuts in on his left foot. Lays it into O'Brien. Freuler out to the left-hand side towards Surridge. Sorry, Toffolo, and it comes off the defender for a corner here on that left-hand side. 92nd minute play, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United now with the ball with David De Gea on the trying side. Over the top towards Donny van der Beek, who has time to bring the ball under control here. Bringing it forward. He's got Wan-Bissaka to his left and Bruno to his right. Goes into Bruno. Bruno can't get away from the defender, but it falls to Fred. Fred on the centre circle. Goes into Malacia down his left-hand side. Malacia. Garnacho to his left, but he goes for a shot, which is blocked. Malacia keeps it alive. It falls to Wan-Bissaka. Back heel in towards Malacia. But Williams will hit it high up into the air. Donny van der Beek brings the ball under control into Bruno Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka leads it to Elanga. Elanga on the edge of the box here. He slips. Manages to find the pass, but it's intercepted. Elanga nearly wins it back. He slips again, Elanga. And it falls to Brennan Johnson here on the trying side, who's 1-1 against Casemiro. Goes on the outside this time, point on the burners here, Brennan Johnson. But Luke Shaw intercepts here. We got 2 minutes to go. Bruno into Luke Shaw here down his left-hand side. Garnacho to his left. Someone's gone down here. Brennan Johnson just holding on to his calf here. '94th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Casemiro, Harry Maguire, Shaw. In towards Harry Maguire on the trying side. 1 minute to go here. Casemiro on the centre circle. Can Manchester United get a fourth here? Let's find out. Donny van der Beek brings the ball under control. Spins away from the defender. Still has it. Backwards to Bruno. Bruno holds it. Casemiro, who has time to turn. Out to the left-hand side towards Garnacho. Garnacho 1-on-1 against the defender. He's got the better of him once before. Can he do it here? He goes right the outside. Bruno over the top towards Fred. Fred cuts it into the box here. Lays it in towards Bruno. Bruno takes a shot. Blocked off. Bolly goes out for a corner here. Bruno now to take the corner here on this left-hand side. Manchester United have one more opportunity to get a goal here. Whipped in. Goes over everyone. Brennan Johnson gets away from Luke Shaw. He brings... And that's the full-time whistle here on Cal Sports Football. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finished 3-0 here. Manchester United 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Courtesy of that man, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial and Fred. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everyone that's come by. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next time. Stay safe.